now getting directions to Point Fitness. What's your point?
What's up, guys? Dominic Chimone here from Point Fitness, and today we're going to go over ways to help improve your squat. Now, the reason that we see a lot of issues when it comes to squat, it's not necessarily that people can't squat. It's one of the most basic functions that we do on a day-to-day basis. The issue is mobility, and even if you are a good squatter, right, you have good strength, these are still mobility drills that I feel everyone should be doing because we're very asymmetrical people, meaning that we favor one side either when we're sitting, driving, hanging out, standing. So regardless of your experience, regardless if you're a beginner or experienced lifter, these are some ways that will help you squat and improve your depth without any injuries. So let's get moving. All right, so for this first drill, we're gonna need two things. A pole, like a PVC pipe or a broomstick is fine. So the first thing is you wanna lay down the pole, pipe, whatever it is that you have, and you wanna lay it straight down onto the floor. Now you wanna bring your toes in, okay? You wanna make sure that everything is lined up straight with the pole. It doesn't matter what your feet is, if it's a little bit out, if you're a little bit more narrow. You will figure out your squat stance as you progress into this mobility drill. So let that come across later on in mind. So toes pointing straight, check, good. Next thing is the hips, right? I'm sorry, glutes. The hips have to be into extension, meaning if one hip could be favored over this way, like for me, case in point, now your toes are still straight, but your hips are not lined up. So one big cue that you could do is when you're at the top of the squat, let's just say this is the bar, hold it here, take a big squeeze in again to hip extension, and now I'm lined up. So if I just hang out here, now I can see the pole is not fully lined up with the hip. Once I squeeze my glute, now it comes into play, now I'm lined up. So those are the two things, right? So make sure that everything is lined up. You got a pole, you're squeezing, and you go from here. The next thing is, you're gonna use the same pole, have it out, and work on just squatting with the arms straight out and extend, right? The knees have to go out as you come up, so I'll show you here. So as you go down, hip hinge, knees out, stay tall, and go through. If I did not squeeze my glutes on the way up, watch what happens. Now I'm favoring my right side and my left hip is totally collapsed in, right? Or this could happen, we get a knee valgus right through here, and that'll mess up the knee because of your left hip, okay? So those are the two things, two little quick cues that we could do, right? So after we do that, come down, and now we're gonna work on some thoracic extension as we're at this bottom of the pit. Come up, come down, stay low, breathe in, breathe out. All right, so if we don't have thoracic extension, we come down, now we're gonna start curving this way and things are gonna get all messed up. So things get a little harder once you're up here in this position. So keep this rolling. You might feel a good stretch in your chest, burning in the glutes, which is okay. Coming through, work your way up, and then come up again. Now stay up here, work down, extension, flexion of the hips. Thoracic extension, knees wide, and coming back up. So that will help you get depth within your legs and open it up. But if that's a little bit too hard for you guys, right, again, everyone has different type of levels. This is a great one too to work on thoracic rotation, which is important because we all live in three planes of motion, right? It doesn't matter if you're an athlete, especially if you're an athlete, but we all like to stay in one plane, forward, forward, forward. We have to work on rotation as well. So what we could do here is get on your hands and knees, stay right and kind of like a cat-cow position. Take one hand, put it behind your back, neck, and from here you just want to rotate all the way up. Try to bring your elbow to the ceiling, and even with this hand, push away. All right, if you're just hanging here, you're not really getting to any type of rotation. Push all the way up, bring that elbow up to the ceiling, come on back down, bring it away, push away, drive the elbow up, come on down. I'll show you on the lateral side. So right around here, hand behind your neck, push away with the opposite side, drive the elbow over up to the ceiling, Come on back in, bring it around, go into extension, all the way up, and come on through. This next one will help a little bit with the hamstrings and the lower back. So we're gonna go back to the squat, and with this drill I got from Jeff Cavalieri again from Athlete X, going back a while back, so you could definitely YouTube this, get a full description of it. But I love this one. I show it to a lot of people, help me out big time too. We're gonna take our squat stance exactly where they are. Now here's my squat stance. Toes down, knees out, chest up, into extension, and right here I'm cooking. Come all the way up, straighten out the legs, hamstrings are gonna get good stretch, knees wide, chest up, come on up. Last one, knees wide, chest up, and I'm good. So following mobility, next we need to get a little bit stronger. And if we're having a hard time to feel our glutes or even feel our hip flexors, here's a simple drill that we could do to knock both out. So you're gonna need these type of bands, right? Light to start will be good. And the first thing we're gonna do are clamshells. Now they're very common, right? We see them a lot and they're great, but we wanna make sure we're doing them right. So we're gonna take this band, strap it around. If you can't find these, they're definitely on Amazon. You know, they're very affordable. And you got different selections, resistance, and all that other fun stuff. So you want to take it below the knee, okay? Now you want to come back here and kind of like a Baywatch pose. So you want to have this all lined up, right? So knee, hip, make a straight line, and then show you on this side, make a straight line here, and your ankle and knee make 90 degrees. So you want to come up, right? If you want to plank it, that's fine. If not, you can stay down here. But from here, you just want to externally rotate and abduct the hip right through here, and you're going to feel it. Glute medius is going to be firing, and right now it's kicking. So right there, you start feeling your glutes kick in if you never felt your glutes before. I'll show you on the opposite side. So again, here's the Baywatch position. Come out, come away. Right, if this feels a little bit simple for you, you can go into a plank, keep the knee down, push your ribs into the side, and rotate that hip and get that glute going. So do about like 10 reps on each side, just get them even. That'll help out big time. Next, the hip flexors. I like to call these marches. It's probably a technical term to this, but you know, tomato, tomato. And you want to take this, put it around your toes. And these are going to work great. So put it around your toes, and you want to be lying on your back, knees up. So with the knee, it's important too. You want to make sure that it's past your hip. You don't want it lying out this way. So now we're getting full contraction of the hip back here, ribs down, chin down, and you want to march out. So the big thing is we could care less about the leg that's going out. We're more focused on the leg that's staying up. So if the leg that's going out pulls your leg with you, now the knee is in front of the hip. That's no good. We're not using our hip flexor. Now our lower back is going to take the grunt of the load. So that's why we got to keep the ribs down, crunch, bring that hip in, and squeeze, and you'll feel this instantly. Big breath out. Come on in. Big breath in, big out, and come on in. Same thing with this, guys. Same reps, about 10 each on each side, and we'll be good. So there you have it, guys. A couple mobility drills and a little simple strengthening drill to help you improve your squat. Give this a shot the next time that you're getting under the bar. Let us know if you have any questions down below, and be tuned for next week. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.